Well, the Family Girls Report, Dash 20 Mary Lee. It is 8:30 at 5 a.m. in my city, Chicago. Tricky Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. 86% on my phone. Mary McNamara, let me tell you a couple of um, things that happened when I used to work a job. And you remember, the most I've ever made working for somebody was $8 an hour. Okay? Now think about that. And that was like in 2000 and about 2000 or whatever, late 90s or something like that, early 2000s. Long story short, I've always been independent, but I did work for this one place. It was called, I ain't gonna tell you what it was called, but it was in Evanston. It was like a little bakery or whatever and stuff, pastry shop. And they had this black guy, you understand what I'm saying, that worked for them, that, handled the books and everything. And, he was with them for a long time. Good person, good, gentle, giant black man, trying to provide for his family like everybody else, right? Then there was me working there. I was the first girl driver, and, I had to drive the trucks to different stores and stuff. I didn't realize pastry was that heavy. Oh, I worked like a Hebrew slave for that little $8 an hour, right? Long story short, ended up with a hernia in the end. But before I left, I heard they fired the black guy because, he told them that he, had bought a house for his family, and they fired him. He was working for some Mexicans and some white people. Real talk. I'm telling you the truth. I said, "Dag, he was a real one, right?" See, they want our real work, but don't want to pay us that real money. Now, I just watched the Country Wayne show yesterday, and this black guy, he owns some Subway sandwiches, and he just got, his 6'1", and he got this black guy working for him and stuff, and he's managing him, because they can't do it by themselves, right? And, the guy that's managing his 6 submarines, Subway stores, this on the Country Wayne show, the comedian, bought his wife a Jeep. And he was like, the young guy, he was like, "I thought you was renting it." And he's like, "No, I bought it, happy wife, happy life, and she's, she deserves it or whatever." And he was like, "Maybe you shouldn't spend your money, so quickly and stuff, because," he said, "well, I'm running or managing 6 Subways. And mind you, when you first started and got your first, store, you went and bought you a nice car or whatever. Now you got 6 Subways. So I figured, I'm, helping you out. I help my wife out or whatever." I'm just paraphrasing. The young man, he was jealous of the fact that Sherman, the guy that worked for him, which is older than him, wanted to look out for his wife. Why? Because they know if they paying us that much money or whatever and stuff, that we could walk away and they'll lose good workers and stuff, because they never want us to elevate. And that's been a story with me all along. I remember I was recommended to a place, a factory, after working good at another factory, and I was on my lunch break, and it was my birthday, and this nice looking lady was talking to me or whatever and stuff on my birthday, and we were just smiling. And next thing I know, they called me in the office and told me I was fired. I still to this day can't tell you what it was and stuff that they fired me for, but I didn't care. I left because I'm independent, right? I'm used to selling merchandise or whatever and stuff. But what I realized, they just wanted me to sell their merchandise, because I sold music and movies and stuff like that. And, whatever I touch turned to gold, just like whatever I do for people, like I gave Oprah Winfrey her start. Real talk, when I gave her my, rap in 1984. You understand what I'm saying? And she blew up with The Color Purple in 1985 because of me. See, they want to use us up, but don't want to pay us and stuff. So, right now, I get a little Social Security check, aka supposed to be crazy check, and they, of course, like George Carlin, the comedian that's dead, the white man, he came up with the American Dream. And he said, they coming for your Social Security. They wanted to give it to their criminal friends, and that's what's happening and stuff. So what does that leave people like me? Now I'm supposed to be happy, joyous, and free by now because I am the originator of rap since the age of 8, 1975. Everybody has come up but me. So I tell my Mary McNamara's like this and the ones that got messed over and stuff. Look, less is more. They gotta maintain all that. For real. We ain't gotta work for them. And if you do work for them, get your money ahead of time. Real talk. And don't put it in the bank, nigga. Real motherfucker talk. I don't know what to tell you. You know, carry your gun or something because they gonna come for it. Because once you put that work in, you know, that's free labor when they take the money back. And that's why people burn down places and this, that, and the third, because we built it. We got a right to tear it up. But we're not going to just stop with our community this time. God is going to destroy the whole world because they did not pay me. Ain't that something? Thank you, Jesus. This 11, and that's why I'm number one twice. Because you didn't pay me. Step your game up. It was only $2 million tax free, dummy.